Hey everybody, it's Luke here. It's a rainy Monday in June after a beautiful weekend. Um, so people have been asking me in the group, is it too late to plant seeds? Well, it depends where you're at, um, to be honest with you, and it depends what you want to plant. So um, here in New England, in Zone 6, which covers a big part of the United States, um, it's not too late to plant seeds. So, ironically, my gardener had a seed sale last week, and I picked up um, seeds for half price. Now, I was thinking I would use them for next year, get a head start because they were on sale. But also, I think I'm going to plant some of them this year. So, um, when you have seeds, have a packet of seeds, just look at the back. Sorry, I let the cars go by. I'm on the front porch. Usually I'm in the backyard, but it's raining out. So this, for instance, is China rose radish. So it's really interesting looking radish. It's kind of like a deep red. And it takes 3 to 5 days for the seeds to germinate and 30 days to maturity. So that's like 35 days, 5 weeks, right? 35 divided by 7 is 5. So 5 weeks, you'd have radishes. So it's June 14th today. So we certainly have radishes before the end of July. The only concern about planting radishes right now is that radishes kind of prefer cooler weather. So I might wait on these and do a maybe late August planting and then harvest them. Or yeah, late August planting and harvest them early October. So that's that. One of the members, Jason, was asking about planting sunflowers, and he's in the same zone as I am. And I said, yeah, go for it. So sunflowers, this is called Evening Sun sunflower, and they are described as like a sunset. This variety busts with gorgeous burnt orange and rusty red colors. The majority of these blooms will be bicolored. These sunflowers can bloom throughout the season and will produce multiple flowers per seed. So, 4 to 7 days to germinate, 80 to 90 days to maturity. So we're talking about a week to germinate, and then, let's see if I can do my math here, 7 times 10, 7 times 11, 7 times 7 times 12. So 12, 13 weeks from now. So they will be blooming, 12 to 13 weeks. So let's see. We're talking about 3 months. So July, August to July to August to September. Mid-September, sunflowers. And you'll have a good month of bloom before the first killing frost, if not more. And a lot of sunflower seeds in time for Halloween. Jersey Devil tomato. Tomatoes, I would say personally, I would say it's too late to start tomatoes. Up to 2 weeks to germinate, 95 days to maturity. You're going to be past the peak of the heat of summer. I would say no on these, and yes, unless you plan to grow them indoors. So these will probably be held off for a spring planting, and I'll start them indoors in like February or March. This is a massive paste variety. It's called Jersey Devil tomato. Acidic cylindrical tomatoes grow prolifically and can grow up to 6 inches long. Very flavorful, perfect for use in sauces and salsas. I obviously need to get stronger glasses. So I would hold off on starting tomatoes by seed in the garden. Okay, I got another heirloom variety of corn. This is called Bloody Butcher, and it is a big red, I think, flint corn. Um, and you typically let these dry on the cob, peel back the husks when they're mature, let them dry right on the stalk, and then harvest the kernels and grind them for meal, make polenta, something like that, or save the seeds for replanting next year. Again, it's an indigenous variety of corn, an heirloom corn. This takes 10 days to germinate, 80 to 100 days to maturity next year. Okay? Start in the spring indoors. Ideal. This is Royal Chantenne, I guess you pronounce it carrot, and it looks like described as the perfect juicing carrot. It's one of the sweetest carrots we have tested or tasted, or both. And let's see, easy to grow for containers and beginners because it's a wide root, blunt tip, and is not slowed down by harder soil. So a lot of people have problems getting like decent sized carrots because the soil is too compact. This sounds like an ideal solution. 9 to 10 days to germinate, 9 to 12 days to germinate, and 70 days to maturity. This could happen. I might try some of these. We're talking about a total of 82 days. That's 8 weeks or something? 10 weeks? 11 weeks? 11 to 12 weeks. So we would have carrots in September, mid-September. This is an heirloom. It's called Cherokee Black Bean, and it's an heirloom pole bean. And it was preserved by the members of the Cherokee tribe who survived the infamous Trail of Tears in 1839. If you don't know about the Trail of Tears, read up on it. It's another one of the atrocities committed by the American government against our indigenous ancestors. So this is 4 to 6 days to germinate and only 66 days to maturity. You can plant corn in June. However, you can plant beans certainly in June. And I'm going to add, I think, some of these to my Three Sisters bed, which has heirloom corn, pole beans, blue pumpkins, and honey nut squash in it. So I'm going to stick a few seeds in, and then I'll probably save the majority of them for next year. But it's a pole bean, and you can use them as a snap variety, but you can also allow them to mature in the pod on the vine and harvest them as a dry bean. Kind of like a turtle bean, I guess. So that I am going to try. What else? So we've got some yeses and we've got some nos. So yes on the sunflower. Next year for the tomatoes. Next year for the corn. Yes on the carrots. Yes on the Cherokee black beans. And yes on the radishes, although probably not now. I'll probably plant them at the end of August. So there you go, folks. You can plant it this time of the year. And if you're going to buy seedlings, things that have already started at a local nursery, farm stand, you can certainly do that. I've even seen some folks in my neighborhood who started seeds indoors, and they ended up with more plants than they could ever have room for in their garden. So they've got like little tables or stuff outside, like, here, take them for free, which is a great idea that you could do if you have the same. If you started an entire pack of seeds, this has 25 tomato seeds, and if a good majority of them germinated and took hold and matured into seedlings, what are you going to do with, 20 Amish or 20 Jersey Devil tomato plants? Put 2 or 3 in your garden and give the rest away unless you have a farm stand that you're running. Carrots, 1,000 carrots, 1,000 seeds in here. So that's 1,000 carrots potentially to be grown. You direct sow carrots. I never really saw the need to try to start them indoors. 250 radish seeds, that's a lot of radishes. And 50 sunflowers. You could have a beautiful bed of sunflowers if you have the space. If you have leftover plants, donate them to a neighbor, a family member, a shut-in, or give them away in your neighborhood. Put a sign out front, free, give them a good home. And that's it for today. Rainy day. Want to check in with you. Hope you're all doing well. Practice gratitude and live abundantly. Peace out. Talk to you soon.